Okay guys, just a quick one. This is going to be a video of some digital designs 512. So these are one up from entry level. So they are rated at 400 watts RMS each, and the amplification on these is a pair of LW 1600 amplifiers, and bridge they'll do around 32 to 3500 watts RMS, and this is wired down to 2 ohms bridge to get full power 1 ohm per amplifier. As you can see, this build is a work in progress. We're just basically seeing what we can get out of this system as it stands at the moment. Got the ports at the back, and the box is solid as hell. There's a pretty good job on this. We've got the MDF all the way up the top, and we've got some structural stuff going on here. So yeah, look, plenty of plans to finish this build off, and we're just seeing how it sounds so far. And we have Mark here, who's going to be in charge of holding the revs up, and we're going to do some testing based on proper droppers, which is a UK based format, which is 20 Hz, 25 Hz, 33 Hz and 40 Hz, and then you take an average of those scores, and that is your score that's entered into competition and records. So we've got a frequency generator on the phone here, and we've got the SPL Lab Next LCD with the dB sensor on the headrest, which is the PD positioning for that. And we're going to be testing with the driver's door open, and that loads this passenger side of the cabin nicely. So let's give it a crack on 20 Hz. And let's see what we do. So let's pop the head unit up a bit to say 25, and let's see what we got. We've got 27.5 at the moment. A 136.7. So the woofers are actually unloading at 20 Hz here. Okay, so we're over 137.05 at 20 Hz, which, considering the woofers are unloading, is not bad. Just for out of interest, let's play that 20 Hz again on low volume. Crack your door open just a smidge, just a tiny smidge, about there, yeah. 124. Do a little bit more. 125. Okay, we gained a tiny bit on that one, 137.9. It's about 138 at 20 Hz, not too bad at all. Okay, so now let's bring it up to 25 Hz, which is the next test frequency. And let's go. Wide open. Wow. Wow, that's very, very nice. 145.6. Epic score at 25. And bear in mind, these are DDs. People say these don't drop low. That is a wicked score down low. Okay, fantastic stuff. I'm just going to play a 26 Hz for the camera, because the camera looks fantastic when they're playing 26, because of the frame rate that it uses. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, it sounds fucking brilliant, and we got a little high there at 26 Hz. It was 146.16. So that's fucking, for that low frequency, is absolutely epic. So next frequency on the list is 33. Let's bang it up to 33. Okie doke, and let's hit the test. Your lights have gone out. Okay, lights are hooked back up. I'm just going to play 28. While we were off camera, I just played a sweep low volume through this to try and see where this whole setup was peaking at, and we think it's 28. So I'm just going to crank this back up a little bit, and we're just going to hit a mental 28. 147.6, guys. This is on just over 3K on 4 budget entry-level DD12s. Okay, lastly, let's do the 40 hertz. This is the one that kills your ears. Let's hit it on there. That is fucking ouch. 147.47 on the 40 hertz as well. Awesome stuff. Let's do a 35 out of interest. Just quick, or 34. Let's see if the 34 is any louder. Okay, 34. Okay, so the 34 was a 146.23 and the 40 was a 147.47. So we're getting higher again as we go up. So this system has a low peak. It has a peak down at 27.28, and then it has a little bit of a dip again, only by about 1 dB or so, and it has another little peak up at 40 hertz. Okay, we're going to do Sadness and Sorrow rebass. You know I love this track. That sounds wicked. It's fucking brilliant.